Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 9 of the Fulham series here on FIFA 18. Our first game is away from home against a side that are yet to win at all in the Premier League so far this season. We'll follow that up with actually 2 difficult games. Chelsea are the obvious difficult game, but Wolves are having one hell of a start to the season. They may have just lost 1-0 to Newcastle and dropped down to 5th, but had they won that game, they'd still be in the Champions League spots. They were sat 3rd not too long ago. Cardiff, 7 draws and 7 defeats from their opening 20 games. I'd very much like to compound their misery by picking up another victory myself. We've won 4, lost 4 and drawn 5 of our opening 13. But if we win on match day 14, we could go up a couple of spots up to 9th above Crystal Palace. So we are playing slightly later in the weekend. As you can see, Tottenham down in 15th. Arsenal were down there. They've gone on a winning run and find themselves up in 6th now. Spurs need to do the same. Southampton down in 17th. Of course, we struggled first year with them personally as well. So not a real surprise to see them down. I am surprised to see myself up as high as we are. And we could go even higher here with a win against Cardiff, which hopefully we'll do. I think maybe 4 points today. A win against Cardiff, expecting defeat against Chelsea, and then maybe able to squeak a point against Wolves. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Drop the video a like if you enjoy, however. Do subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more of this series. Of course, it is daily on the channel. But for now, let's jump in and try and avoid letting Cardiff get their first win of the season, because that would be embarrassing. Alright, Cardiff have got Alex Smithies in goal. Richards, Martinovic, Morrison and Bennett at the back. Halford, Gunnarsson and Damore in the midfield. They're matching my 4-3-3 by the looks of things. Wanderson, Reed and Pilkington up top. They've only scored 10 goals in the opening 13 games of the season. I'd like to think that we can keep a clean sheet here as well. Richards down the line to Wanderson. Cross comes in, it's dangerous. Reed misses it in the middle. Good opportunity to perhaps flick that goalwards there, but unfortunately for him, he wasn't able to do it. Callas steps in on him here, and we will get the ball away as well. He doesn't look that physical, Reed. He's quite small, but quick. So I have to be wary of the pace, but if we get the chance to try and outmuscle him, I'm pretty sure we'll win the ball 99 times out of 100. I'll smack that out looking for Cabano, but it's a terrible pass. 20 minutes in, they're looking for the ball through the air to Reed, and that really isn't going to work. I'll smack this out wide here looking for Sessegnon though. Cabano's making moves. I've got people all around me. I'll give that to Jean-Michel Seri. I'll look for Cabano because everybody tucks a little bit narrow, and Cabano draws a good save out of Smithies. Unfortunately, Brian isn't going to be able to get there, and Gunnarsson will clear. But there's our first proper chance of the game. Bennett with a big ping over the top, looking for Pilkington. Quite simply knocked down. Well, they haven't played too badly so far in the opening half an hour, Cardiff. They're pretty resolute defensively, and they're getting a little bit direct, unnecessarily so, a little bit long bally, so to speak. But if it works for them, it works for them. But so far it hasn't. But nothing I've tried has worked either, so I can't be too critical. Big ping, and it will reach Pilkington. No, it won't. Christie just able to get back to that. And I'll take the goal kick. Pretty sure I kicked that out for a corner, but I'm not going to argue. Sometimes when you're at the bottom, decisions just don't go your way, and evidently that was one for the scapegoat book for Cardiff if they are going to get relegated. Ooh, good save by Rossi. Certainly got the corner this time around. Cross to come in from Wanderson from out wide. It's not the best, is it? Jean-Michel Seri will bring that down and look to accelerate away. Pilkington's no slouch, but Seri's just a little bit quicker. Some support here from Rui Fonte. We'll work the ball inside here to Tom Kearney. Cabano has some space to move into, but I'm actually going to go across there to Rui Fonte. Wait for Jean-Michel Seri to make the run around the outside, but Smithies makes a good save. Greg Halford going off for Cardiff. They're making a change. I might make one of my own sooner rather than later. Tom Kearney could win that header. And how? Stunning header from Tom Kearney. His set-piece delivery from corners has been pretty poor, so he put Jean-Michel Seri on it. And now, that's, I think, the first goal I scored from a corner. Good delivery, but it's all about the header, in fairness. The ball is just in an area, and the header is powerful and directed brilliantly. bending consistently away from the goalkeeper. Smithy tries his best to get there, but can't get within a foot of it. We lead just after half-time.
Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here.
Beautiful through ball to Pilkington, who could cross the ball into the middle or just dribble it around me with ease. Good block. And the second effort well held by Rossi. That was concerning for a while there, as I just could not get anywhere near the ball as Pilkington was in possession. Looking for Rui Fonte. That took a deflection, but it will drop kindly for Cabano, who cuts back. Is that a foul? It is. We'll take the free kick. Pretty much a corner, basically, from here. I will give it to Jean-Michel. I've just taken Jean-Michel Seri off. I won't give it to Jean-Michel Seri. We'll let Tom Kenny deliver this one then. In it comes. Well, that was nowhere near where I played it, but it fell to Norwood kindly. And as such, Norwood's strike flew kindly straight into the arms of the goalkeeper, and Tom Kenny inexplicably can't keep that in either. Cisse forward there to Rui Fonte, overlooking for Ryan Sessegnon. He's got the pace to get to this, and then the space to get across in. That's on his right, or maybe on his left. On his left it is. Decent delivery. Smithies comes and claims well. 2 minutes to go here for Cardiff. They've not been bad. I can see why they've drawn a number of games so far this season. Perhaps they just haven't had the luck in getting themselves a victory to this point. On this performance, I could see them turning it around, putting together a run, and maybe saving themselves from what looks like certain relegation at the minute. No win in 14 games is pretty poor. We stepped in there and won the ball, and there's a final whistle. So we do get a victory against Cardiff, as I'd hoped. I would have liked to have won it by a larger margin, but to be fair to Cardiff, they were decent. Better than some of the sides we've played so far this year. Better than some of the sides we've lost to so far this year. Chelsea win 3-1 against Newcastle. We have them next midweek. Wolves draw 0-0 with Crystal Palace. We have them the week after. Not too long to recover energy-wise, stamina-wise, before Chelsea, so I might have to rotate, but I expected to lose this game anyway, so if I rotate and just rest some players, it's probably the right thing to do, because basically we're just making sure that we get the best possible chance to get a result against Wolves, which is obviously the more winnable game, so we'll see what happens. I have to wait and see what stamina levels look like, but I'm probably going to rotate quite a bit for Chelsea. Courtois in goal for Chelsea, expecting 5 at the back, and we do get that. Florenzi, Christensen, David Luiz, Azpilicueta and Alonso. Florenzi, of course, a player they signed in this save. Bakayoko, Fabregas and Kante, behind Hazard and Morata, both playing as out-and-out strikers. No new signings on the bench. They did make one more signing, I believe, in the transfer window, but I can't quite remember who it was off the top of my head. I think it was another wing-back, wasn't it? It was Florenzi and someone else. Anyway, I probably should have left that on the screen, actually. I've fully rotated the entire 11 here. Even with my first team at full strength, I wouldn't have gotten a result against Chelsea, so my full strength, or my first team at 80% stamina, doesn't make any sort of difference, does it? So I'm going to rest everybody, and then they'll all get the chance to play against Wolves at the end of the week, and hopefully it will give us the best possible chance of getting a result in that Wolves game. Mick McCarthy did something similar with where was he at the time? Might have even been Wolves, actually, when they were in the Premier League, and he made 10 outfield changes before a game against Manchester United, I think, to rest them for a game coming up against Burnley, and he got ridiculed for it in the press, and then they went ahead and beat Burnley by like 1-0 in the game that he specifically rested everybody for, and then ended up being vindicated in his decision. So I'm basically replicating what Mick McCarthy did. Perhaps not the best of managerial influences, but if it worked for him, it can work for me. We'll have to wait and see if it does, though. Morata driving forward. I was worried about the run assist. Fabregas there. Florenzi turns his side. Matthew Target gets his foot in, but can't get the ball away. And Florenzi's keeping his run going. Here's Marcos Alonso. Back to Florenzi. 1-0 Chelsea. The new Italian right back has his, well, I presume his first goal for the club. We'll wait and see, actually. Is it goal number 1 for him in the Premier League? It is. Might not necessarily be his first goal for the club, because, of course, Champions League and Carabao Cup. But still, his first Premier League goal for Chelsea. After 17 minutes, we're 1-0 down. But that was to be expected. I am 100% expected to lose this game. Cisse steps in, but Kante picks up the loose ball again. Morata just drops the shoulder and sent me there. He's on the run here. I've got runners either side. One's Hazard, one's N'Golo Kante, but he's not going to be winning any headers, is he? Dennis Odoi wins that nicely. McDonald will lay that in front of Cisse. I've got Kante on my shoulder, but I'll be able to outmuscle him with Cisse, I'd like to think. Odoi with a dodgy first touch, but it gets under control eventually. Johansson into Camera there. This is his first game for me, actually. Camera. Cisse, good drop of the shoulder. We'll go for this shot. Good save by Thibaut Courtois. Was on target and headed towards the corner. Kevin McDonald will deliver the set piece, and underneath this could be Kamara, but set it away by Andreas Christensen. Odoi will turn on this nicely. In there to Johansson. Out to Odoi, back inside. Oh, that's a poor pass, unfortunately, from Varnier. And that has ruined my attack, but Tim Ream tackles Eden Hazard, and we could go on another attack. Camera, oh, he's left-footed, so I tried to turn back on that left there, but just couldn't quite find the space. They are basically at full strength here, Chelsea, so not doing what sometimes the AI does and playing a rotated team, a weaker team against lesser opposition. It's been an issue with career mode this year on FIFA 18 that the AI does that, but on this occasion at least, Chelsea playing what you would expect to be a full strength side. So I would expect their full strength side to come away with a full strength side style performance and victory, which to be fair they've delivered so far. I've only had that one chance that was battered away by the goalkeeper. But they haven't had too many opportunities. And Sheyoju could deliver this into the box. It's a decent ball in too, but Thibaut Courtois gets underneath it. Defender came close to me there, Christensen, and Target might be able to play the ball in behind him. Camera will go back to Matthew Target. Now Bakayoko's closing me down, but Camera's there again. Really heavy touch, which kind of ruined the flow of the move, but God, Odoi also with a heavy touch. It doesn't necessarily help. Sheyoju will deliver this towards the back post. I was trying to catch everybody out of position, but Florenzi was too good for that. He read it and was able to stay in the way. Johansson is left-footed, and he struck that very well. That was moving, but Thibaut Courtois shows great handling to just pluck it out the air at the end of the first half. Might have been level there, but still behind. Hazard turns back the other way. Cisse trying to get to him to outmuscle him. Hazard's dribbling is just too good. N'Golo Kante back to Hazard to Morata. Rather typical for Alvaro Morata in his season at Chelsea. Wide of the target. Odoi. You said there to Kamara. Oh, just tripped there. Oh, we've won it back though. And Kamara turns on his left. Good save by Thibaut. Strong hit from Kamara. Ite gets that down. Looks to turn away. Is that a foul? It is. Might be in trouble here, Bakayoko, with a yellow card. Did catch Ite from behind as I turned there. Shouldn't be a red. And isn't given as such. Johansson will deliver this into the box. Keeper's not come for it. But it's cleared away by David Luiz. Not having much luck with the balls going where I'm aiming them at the minute. Sheyoju gets that under control. There are a number of people running in the middle. There's Johansson who flicks it on. Can I get to that first? I can't. Florenzi beats Ite to it. Victor Moses is about to come on for them. Johansson will deliver this corner. Bakayoko will head it away. Hammering on the door here. I just can't seem to find a way past Thibaut Courtois, which is unsurprising considering the quality of the man. Johansson will have another effort from the edge of the box, but that one is much more simple for the Belgian. Morata gets past me. It's a lovely ball through to Hazard. Gets a connection on it, but not enough. Perhaps put off by the rushing keeper towards him. I would have expected Eden Hazard to tuck that away, to be completely honest, but thankfully for me he wasn't able to. Fabregas gets that to Morata. I'll try not muscle him there with Tim Ream. We've done well. We've played well, to be fair. Given a very good account of ourselves against the league leaders here. But we are still behind. Donald. Camera. Wait. Play it through. Johansson, he's had a number of efforts and he still can't find a way past the goalkeeper. Morata off. I think that was Pedro coming on. Johansson's corner is flat and poor again. Definitely not taking any more set pieces with him. And that pass from Matthew Target was terrible as well. Now Eden Hazard on the counter. I have to worry about his turn of pace. Oh, through the legs of Ite. I hate that animation. Marcos Alonso can't keep the ball though, and Ite tackles him. Free kick for Chelsea. Eden Hazard to deliver it into the box. We've got some taller players in there. Kante flicks that on. One of the shortest players on the pitch, but that was comfortable for the goalkeeper. I would try and catch him on the counter, but I'm pretty sure they'll get back in numbers, and they have done. Marcos Alonso intercepts my pass anyway and drives forward now. Odoi trying to shrug him off and does brilliantly there actually. I've been impressed with my fringe players. I don't think it necessarily shows how good they are. I just think it shows how, not necessarily average, but what's the word I'm looking for? How level the ability is throughout the depth of the squad. Like, we don't have a definitive world-class or definitive top-quality starting 11. We have a squad of players that are all about the same ability, that could all step in for one another at any given moment in the first team and do a job. And hopefully the collective, both in team spirit and performance, will be able to keep us up this season. We're doing a decent enough job of it so far. We're nearly at the halfway stage of the season. The transfer window on the horizon. I don't currently have much money at all, but I am going to try and sell Kevin McDonald to bring in that Jedson Fernandez if I can. Try and get one more deal done before the end of the window. If not, we will hire a youth scout. Aite trying to find some space in the box, but can't. And with just 2 minutes to go, it does look like it's going to be a Chelsea victory here. That's probably a foul on Pedro, and is missed the ball completely. 2 minutes added on. Chelsea are league leaders. Did actually have a game in hand heading into this game. I don't know whether this is their game in hand, because it's being played midweek, so one would presume so. I don't think I looked at half-time. I think actually it was Spurs versus Leicester at half-time, although that might have been the first game off the top of my head. We'll find out now, I guess. But if Chelsea, now Chelsea have won that, they'll go even further clear at the top of the table. I believe Spurs were playing Leicester in the other game. They were, it was this game. And they won by 2-0. Actually, Spurs, as I mentioned, Cardiff were the lowest scorers in the league in the last game. Spurs were like 17th on the list of top scoring sides in the league. They are really, really missing Harry Kane, Tottenham Hotspur. But those 3 points for them there will come in very handy in getting them back up towards the upper reaches of the table. Now, we'll see if the tactical gamble pays off. We're about to play Wolves, who are 6th in the table still. We are 11th currently. That win for Spurs moves them up to 13th from 15th. We'll see if we can do something against Wolves. I said 4 points. That was taking into account my plan to rotate. So if we could get a draw here, then I think that's job well done and tactical gamble worthwhile. But time will tell. Let's go find out. John Ruddy starting in goal for Wolves, not Rui Patricio. Doherty, Sorensen, Bennett and Barry Douglas at left back, who actually is just transferred to Leeds in real life. Saiss and Neves holding. Costa, Raul Jimenez and Jota wide right with... Oh, it's a 4-3-3. What says maths. Patricio on the bench. Strange decision. We'll see if it works for them. Surprised they're not playing him or João Moutinho. Actually, I had the João Moutinho deal... Oh, my batteries have died. I'm not sure whether I did the João Moutinho transfer. I'm not sure whether that had actually gone through before I started this save. It might well not have, actually. But I can't quite remember. I don't think so. I don't think it had gone through by the time I started this save. Anyway, I'm going to set my other battery pack on charge, and then we'll continue the game, shall we? Here's Jota down the left. Lunge with Christie. Oh, he's given a foul. I mean, I punched that out for a corner. Christie booked for that, rather frustratingly early doors. Ruben Neves will deliver the set piece. It's good. The keeper punches only as far as Bennett, who flicks it up for Sorensen. If the centre-back scores from there, will be livid. Barry Douglas to Ruben Neves. Douglas into Raul Jimenez. Back to Saiss. Good tackle by Christie. Needed to be made. I'm actually going to look wide left here for Ryan Sessegnon, but it's a poor pass. Oliver Norwood will try and close down Saiss, but Neves spreads out wide here to Jota. Wolves players popping up all over the pitch. Neves. Oh! A, the pass. B, the finish. I didn't see that ball on at all. The vision from Ruben Neves. And then the ability to execute the pass. Unreal. The finish, by the way, isn't exactly too bad either from Costa. But the pass... I've got nothing. That's pure genius from Ruben Neves, and I'm looking forward to seeing him play regularly in the Premier League as well, because judging by some of the highlights from Wolves' Championship season, he looks like an absolute player. Kearney, forward to Rui Fonte, short there to Seri. Across here to Kearney. Seri again. Rui Fonte's made a good run. Oh, but I'm not going to get to it. I will get to it. Miranda's interception drops straight to him, and Kearney on his left. Oh, strike from Tom Kearney. 1-1. Wolves pegged back immediately in the 29th minute. Captain Fantastic rifles us back level. Yeah, a couple of times this season I've tried to place it with Kearney's left foot. It is evident that just firing it with his left foot with the laces is most certainly the way forward. 1-1. Turn. This is good football. Oh, that's a nice turn by Rui Fonte. Now, can I get this to Jean-Michel Seri? Yes, I can. Can I get it back to Rui Fonte? Oh, maybe. Rui Fonte, 2-1 Fulham. That's great football. Absolutely brilliant football. Nearly at the hour mark. Just over half an hour to go. Jean-Michel Seri and Rui Fonte linking up really nicely. That's little 1-2. I wasn't sure whether they put enough on the pass or whether either the defender on his shoulder or the defender in front of him were going to get to it first, but they didn't really commit. And Fonte is bending away from the keeper, and it's the shot power that's beaten John Ruddy. Would Rui Patricio have kept that out, though? That's the question. Are Wolves making a tactical gamble of their own, and is it failing?
Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch.
Jota.
Whipped in from the wide
Crossed
area.
in. I could just see that flying tops from Raul Jimenez. Saiz is going off. Ruben Neves will deliver the corner. Rossi's made 5 saves so far to keep me in this game. Ruddy yet to make one. I think, to be fair, may just be my 2 only efforts on goal. Oh, there they are. Sorry, Wolves. Doing a job on you at the minute. But if it works, buzzing. Raul Jimenez. Oh, it's a nice one too. Oh, it's good strength by Christie, but the referee has given it a free kick. Oh, I don't know. Ruben, and they've got Ruben Neves. Now worried. Jordan Graham has come off the bench for them, but he steps over it. It will be Ruben Neves into the wall. Callas just get there first. He did, but Neves outmuscles him. Here's Barry Douglas into Silva. Raul Jimenez 2-2. I can't deny that they don't deserve it, but it's still frustrating after getting a block on the free kick but not being able to clear it properly. Never mind. 15 or so minutes to go. 19 minutes to go. Couldn't tell you which way this result will end up headed. But it's 2-2 at the minute. I said I wanted 4 points from today's episode, despite the fact that we were in front in this game. I would be happy to take a point. Norwood, Seri, Kearney. Tom Kearney. Well, I might as well keep going. Or is that a free kick? It should be and is. Yellow card for the defender as well by the looks of things. Eventually, I'm trying to skip. There we go, thank you. Now, Tom Kearney's been decent with free kicks so far, and I'm going to trust him here. Oh, John Ruddy, what a save. Seri somehow keeps that in, but cleared away by the defender. What an unbelievable free kick. That was ridiculously good. I'm still yet to score one with Kearney, although he has come close time and time again. Rui Fonte just wouldn't lock onto the ball there. That was infuriating. 10 minutes to go. Still 2-2. Win this header, please, Thomas. I think he won that. I'm not sure. Get it down to Tom Kearney. In there to Seri. Forward to Norwood. And there's Rui Fonte. He's had to come short to get the ball. Now, if we build an attack here and can win it with the last kick of the game, that would be absolutely superb. Christie driving in towards the box. Seri is there. I tried to put it back to him. It might still drop to someone. It hasn't. And I get to that free ball. I can't. And the referee will blow his final whistle. Well, it has been as expected, or it has been as predicted, 4 points from the episode. And I do feel like I've stolen a point there against Wolves, so I'm quite happy. Spurs win 2-1 against Cardiff, really dramatically improving their points tally in today's episode. I'm happy with 4 points. I said I wanted 4 points, and I have to be happy with that. We are still 10th, but I mean, that's 7 points clear of the relegation zone, which, judging by my season with Southampton year 1, is astronomically high. Chelsea top the table by 5 points, although Manchester United do have a game in hand on them, as do Everton too. In tomorrow's episode, we have another game midweek against a really good side, so I'll rotate fully again for City, and then we can play full-strength sides against Everton and Palace, and I hope to get results there before Liverpool and Watford, the episode after that, before the transfer window arrives, where we shall try and get in Jedson Fernandes, if we can, from Benfica, but we will have to sell someone to do that. But Rossi is growing phenomenally well so far this season, and hopefully that continues throughout the squad. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more, and I'll see you next time.